Hey everybody, Mezzo back here for another Retro Alcove playing Titanic Adventure Out of Time. So we have these binoculars that the captain had missing. I was so sure they were on the deck somewhere, but maybe something else needs to happen to trigger it. We also need to find a couple other things. We have inventory, which we have a key at this moment. We put a necklace in like a vault kind of keeping area. We have a watch that tells us the time. And we have a scroll. Oh, that gives us a map of the entire thing. I did not realize that. Here's my cabin. That's good. I know that we can go see... Oh, it's WASD. I forgot. It's different. That guy. If we ever get kind of lost, right?
Assistance?
So, if I say I'm not sure.
I may have an idea. She is quite opinionated. Her room is F34. That's F deck in the second class.
Okay, thank you.
Before I forget, Lady Georgia desires to meet with you.
Okay.
She is outside on the A deck promenade.
Good to know. Okay, so if I want to go to F deck though, I gotta go pretty low, right? Do I have to speak to him to go to F deck?
Where to? Mind the gate.
It's 2 floors closer, I guess.
It's a cold night, this. Pretty much everyone's early to bed. Makes me job that much easier. Your deck now.
Thanks. How do you get to F deck? But how do I get to it? Okay, I'm in the D deck cabins. If I turn to squash court. What is squash court? Oh, I went the opposite way I needed to go. This is why Meto's always been known to have a terrible sense of direction my entire life. I need to go. No. Okay, that's where I'm at. So but I want to go the opposite way. Oh, I can just click and be there. Oh, that's so much nicer. Hi.
A fine night to be indoors, cold as the dickens outside. Cold but clear. Clear as a bell, and the stars, oh, you should see 1,000,000 stars in God's firmament. A congregation of light. The name's Trout.
Dear Reverend.
The Reverend Edgar. I'm returning from a mission in Africa, to Sunapee, New Hampshire, where I live. Emily, my wife, she's dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. We had looked forward to this journey. But she died at Port Said, though it was
just
that killed her. The doctors, you know, never did find all the parasites. Calling on Miss Pringle, she has been so invaluable this voyage, a pillar. Oh yes, we're very glad she's with us. They say you met Trask. Be wary of him. Trask's a trickster. Take this card, a prayer card, from my own collection.
Thanks.
So you must like this section of the Titanic. Here, second class. You can get to Scotland Road from here. Do you know it?
No.
Scotland Road? Scotland Road runs the length of the ship, from stern to bow on E-deck. It allows the crew to get from one side to the other quickly. I could go to third class if I take the Scotland Road, but I don't believe in social mixing. No, it creates too much anxiety. A place for everyone, and everyone a place. Though some don't choose to see it that way. In the course of my ministrations, I've observed a gentleman from first class, a young German, among the steerage women. Most unnatural. I haven't said anything. I wouldn't want to upset the ladies, especially Miss Pringle. She seems a fragile vessel.
She's so fragile.
In the course of my ministrations, I've observed a
I just meant to
gentleman
say, I meant
Wait,
to say.
before you leave, I was wondering, perhaps you'd care to make a donation
don't
to our
have
mission
any
in
money.
Nyasaland. Sorry to have bothered you. Perhaps another time. Good evening.
Okay. So F34.
Try to intercept Zeitel's telegrams. Get inside the
Yes, the
Surely
wireless
someone
room.
on board knows what he's up to. And don't forget the cryptograph in your trunk. It will unscramble the German codes. Most importantly, find the Rubaiyat. Meanwhile, I'll conduct my own investigation. Off with you now.
Okay.
Go.
Now we need to go back to A deck. This is the promenade. We go walking. There she is. Hi, Lady Georgia.
I knew you'd come. Charles received a telegram from the solicitors. Our estate's to be sold off. He asked about the necklace I gave you. I told him I left it with a purser. Don't say anything to him or Sasha. Not him and his group of... Oh, there's much more to tell you. Can you meet me in my stateroom? I'm in B70. It's Charles' custom to go for a drink in the smoking room. When he does, visit me.
Oh, okay. I can kind of look at it. No, I can't. Wait. I can look at things, right? Near my god to thee. Okay. Is it okay? It's working now.
I wasn't sure you'd come.
Okay, sorry. My mic doesn't seem to have been working that entire time until now. So you had about 10 minutes of crappy camera audio until this kicked in. I'm so sorry about that. All right.
First, I want to know how you fared these last years. Rather well from the looks of you. I'm glad to see you. You're the only person I can trust. Please promise me you'll help. You always were there when I needed you. Now, with my life a horrible mess. When Charles discovered my affair with Sasha, he was quite calm. But I know him, you see. His revenge is taking the necklace, leaving me with nothing. And Sasha, I'd never trust him again. Don't you see? They're looking for guns, for bombs. At a party last June, Sasha was quite passionate. A Slavic trait, I'm told. His mother came from Belgium. I fell in love. We used to meet at his gallery, but we were never alone. They'd come at all hours. Sasha's friends. His gallery was their London base. They were rough men, foreign. Sasha told me they were part of a Balkan aid society. Stupid girl that I was, I believed him. But then I found out. These people, they... Charles!
Please, Georgia, continue. Was it my title or my income you found so desirable? I was never sure. Now that both assets are depleted, why don't you go to Sasha? Maybe he can help, as he's done before.
Ignore him. I see the smoking room's had its usual effect.
Idle gossip, apparently.
You see his attitude? Please, go.
Since she obviously can't depend on me. Here, take the chill out of the air. Thank you for seeing after my wife. Now I think it best you leave the happy couple, drowning in their happiness. Good night.
Remember, I need your help.
This one? That one. C73 is mine. Okay. And then open up thing. I need to connect the wires. Okay. Okay. So I need to type some numbers in to decode it. Code something. I don't think I have anything else in here but that. I need to... Where's my dude to ask about stuff? There's this lady. I don't remember anyone's names.
Did you get it? Get his name? You're such a tease.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't have one at all? Try the purser's office. He'll have one.
Okay, purser's office. Opposite side. Okay. That's why.
Yes, can I help you? I can check valuables, store cargo, list passengers, etc.
Etc.
Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number.
The
The Burnses?
ask about all of them.
Cabin C78. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Reverend Trout is a second-class
I didn't mean that
passenger.
one. I
Cabin
meant the one
F32.
underneath. No, I have to go through all
If
them
you do,
over
I can tell you their
again.
cabin number. Let me check. Mr. George Quincy Clifford, A27. I live to serve. Glad to be of good night.
Okay. Yes. So what are you going to give me for
What's his
helping?
name? Clifford. Clifford. Never heard of him. You don't suppose he's rich, do you? You're an angel. And I've news for you, too.
Oh.
While you were gone, Andrew Conkling's been asking for you. Yes, Conkling, the steel bear. God knows what he's been doing in Europe. Buying it, probably. Where was I? Oh, yes. Andrew Conkling asked me to pass along this. You know his wife Beatrix, the designer. Such an eye. They're
I've
friends
got to
with
meet him
Captain
at Scotland
Smith.
Road.
Smith, so handsome, so dashing. White Star's best officer, or was. He's retiring after this voyage. Couldn't be more tragic. My dear, you've blanched. Bad news? Certainly, I must... It's Mrs. Burbank! Consuelo!
Like a cutscene. Okay, maybe I can get to the second class. Oh, it's the smoking room.
Good evening, mon ami.
Mon
Hubert
ami.
Riviera welcomes you to the tables. You look familiar. We make a meeting before?
Uh-oh.
Deauville? The casino at Monaco? New Mexico. I lived there once. In Diamondback. Such a town. So, have we met? Too bad.
Oh, I'm playing a game. Oh,
Blackjack.
I won
You are the winner.
automatically.
Again? Good night.
Thanks.
I
Who are
don't
you?
know you, nor do I want to. Leave me, or I shall summon a steward. If you want to be a bore, I suggest you travel steerage. Good evening.
Well, she's
Hello.
a fun one. Oh, that guy.
You may have heard I am in financial strait. I've borrowed money from Andrew Conkling, money that he is now demanding I pay back. I've none to give. Poverty should remain the domain of the virtuous. I've no taste for it. Georgia, afraid of me? Well, that would be a reaction at least. We no longer evoke emotion in each other. We're a husband and wife in name only. To tell you. No, I shall fix things first. And without Georgia. Another drink? Another whiskey for,
Uh,
I could use another. Good night, then. You'll sleep well. The whiskey and the sea are both smooth for a change.
I mean, I might as well check out the room while I'm here. But I don't think there was anyone I needed to speak to.
Hello, I'm Conkling. Good of you to come. I trust you're finding the accommodation satisfactory?
Yes,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
White Star's anxious for everyone to be as comfortable as possible, particularly on the maiden voyage. Sorry to seem mysterious. You must understand someone in my position, an investor in this ship, needs discretion. You're under no obligation, of course. I have a slight problem. You may be able to help. A servant has stolen an important business document from me, and I must recover it. A few years ago, my wife Beatrix hired a young Irish girl as maid in our London house. We treated her well. 2 weeks ago, she up and left without notice, taking a certain letter with her. I'd given up all hope of recovering it, until my wife spotted her this morning on the third-class promenade. Needless to say, I checked with the purser. She'd been scheduled to sail on the Philadelphia, but those passengers were transferred on board the Titanic because of a coal strike. Yes, you could say so. I'd prefer to employ the services of a third party. You. Government officials, friends of mine, told me a bureau agent was on board. I found you through Mrs. Cashmore, a preposterous woman, but she does have an eye for accomplishment. Look, will you help me? You will be rewarded handsomely. Her name is Shayla Hacker. She's 20 or thereabouts. I was her benefactor, one might say.
Benefactor.
Yes. This puts me in a difficult situation. This young woman, she could cause considerable damage to me, to my reputation if she goes to the newspapers. Confidential business matters. Conkling Steel provides steel for ships. This ship, for example. If the contents of the letter were publicized, our competitors would profit greatly. I've gotten word to her to meet on the poop deck. Go in my place. Tell her there'll be no trouble if she returns the letter. Afterwards, report to me in our suite, B59. Her name is Shayla Hacker. Good night.
Well, guys, that will do for today's Retro Alcove. Thank you for tuning in to Kyber Cave Productions. Don't forget to check out dubby.gg, and I will put the link in the description below. You can also check out our other shows that we have during the week. Right now, there's been more of a break. Well, as of recording this is by Christmas time, and we've been kind of taking time off to relax and enjoy our family. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.